Want to hear a story about the eternal mirror? I've lived lifetimes beyond counting. Not as a god, not as a monster, just a soul cursed or blessed. To linger, watching the threads of cause and effect weave the same patterns century after century. At first, I thought immortality meant freedom. I was wrong. It's a mirror. What you are, the world reflects back, relentlessly. In my earliest days, when rage and ambition burned in me like wildfire, I drew warriors, conquerors, and tyrants to my side. We carved empires from blood and ash, and I thought it glorious until I saw the truth. Every massacre, every betrayal was a shadow of my own hunger. The world gave me what I was. Centuries later, weary of violence, I cloaked myself in solitude. I wandered deserts, meditated in mountains, and whispered to the stars. And what came? Hermits, mystics, poets, kindred ghosts who mirrored my longing for silence. They taught me that peace, too, has its echoes. But immortality is a spiral, not a circle. In the 18th century, drunk on Enlightenment reason, I devoured science, mathematics, the crisp logic of why. Laboratories and salons opened to me. Inventors and philosophers became my confidants. Yet even there, arrogance festered. A French mathematician once sneered at my theories, and I realized he was me, my intellectual pride given flesh. The hardest lesson came in 1923. I'd grown reckless, flippant, convinced nothing mattered. That year, a jazz singer in Chicago winked at me mid-song, her laugh sharp as broken glass. We danced through speakeasies and ruin, two moths hurling ourselves at every flame. She died in a bathtub with a needle in her arm, still grinning. I didn't. Now, I cultivate gardens. Not the manicured kind, but wild, tangled things where orchids strangle oaks and mushrooms bloom from rot. People ask why I bother. Nothing lasts, they say. They're right. But when a young woman knelt in the soil beside me last spring, her hands steady as she planted a sequoia sapling she'll never see mature, I recognized her, the quiet, stubborn hope I've spent 300 years learning to nurture within myself. The universe is no moral judge. It simply returns what we cast out, sharper and stranger each cycle. I'll live forever, but this moment, this version of me drawing gardeners instead of graves, is the closest I've come to balance. Maybe tomorrow I'll falter. Maybe I'll attract storms again. But today, the soil is warm, and the sapling stretches toward a sun it cannot yet see.